Just getting my stuff set up here, and we'll get started in just a moment. How is everybody doing today? Good morning. Good afternoon. All right. Should be good to go here. And what's up, Raheem? And everybody else in the audience. So glad to have you with us today. All right, we should be live here. You guys should be able to see everything perfectly fine. All right, guys, it's been a bumpy couple of days. Had our CPI, had our FOMC. Managed to stream that live. So if you managed to watch it, you heard my thoughts in real time, the interpretation of the meeting in real time, and all that fun stuff. So to my surprise, despite the numbers being good for the whole CPI reveal, FOMC being met expectations, to my surprise, what was a bit out of the ordinary was more Powell's comments, pretty much flip-flopping on his thesis on what he said at the start of the year, halfway through the year now, and still pushing the envelope. So again, I think that caught a lot of people off guard. Pretty much saying one thing, telling us another. What's up, Puck?
What's up, bro?
How you doing?
Good, man. How you doing?
We're good. We're good. We're good. Just doing a quick summary of our little macro events we had on Wednesday.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a day. It was a day. It was definitely fun. But for the most part, left people with more questions than answers, right? So again, the result is indecision, chopping around the very, very important area. For those who don't know, this is my mid-range on the daily, 67,700. Still fighting for this area.
Is that what it is? Did it shift here? Let me see if mine. Oh shit! It did shift. Yep. Wow.
I got about.
So we're below it,
Mm-hmm.
and the RSI is below 50. A little bearish.
Yeah, we got 67.7, 67,200 as potential intraday resistance. We
You
want to
got
get above that.
63K on your books for a bid.
On the immediate time frames, no, I have more around 64.8, but if I look at the
64.8.
daily, I guess you could do 60, 63.
No. I just was wondering because that's the value area low of the daily.
Yeah, that's
But
my range lows. Yeah.
since the range has shifted, we do have a range like the big 100-day mid range. Now that it's shifted, it actually gives us a range below it that we can pull. And so my levels are like 65,372. I think is a solid level. Maybe if we get that today, that would be your weekend long entry. If not, then yeah, I'm gonna wait for 63 because
Okay.
that daily 4-hour single print is like kind of like like all eyes are on that, and on that 4-hour single print, all that shit. Um, the value area low is what you're talking about, that 64,280. So
Yeah.
65,372 to 64,270 would be like today's intraday long.
I mean, yeah, for me, I'm probably a bit more aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
Around 64,850 as a mean reversion play, but realistically, like that's kind of far, huh? So I mean,
Is
like,
it
yeah, I find it's kind of far, given how much how
3.5%?
little
Yeah.
we've moved in the past 3 days. I'd be more willing to see a flip of 67.7. I think we have more fun trading above there. This could take a while, so looks like a boring ass day again.
Let's see. Do we have any volume
May
in the
have to look.
market?
May
Oh,
have
we
to
got
look
some
elsewhere.
volume. Pepe and ETH has like the majority of the volume.
Got
Hmm.
Notcoin doing some
That
insane volume
coin,
here.
yeah,
3.1
coin's
bill.
been wild.
Why? Why? Solana's doing really well as well.
What do I got?
Pepe's right here. IO. Not sure I've ever heard of this one, but I like the rates.
The only thing I got that is like coming up real close is this RLC. I don't fucking know what this coin does or anything, but um, yeah, it's coming to a buy area. RLC,
I
pretty
mean,
tight trade. Pretty
mm,
tight. About near. Feel like near looks like it's about to take out those lows from Wednesday, the first, and it's gonna run into a 4 hour range that we could play the we also have some naked POCs. We have some levels we could play on near.
this
Hmm.
selling's pretty sudden and methodical. What happened here? It's a pretty big rush to get out. I want to know what happened here over these past. I want to say over the past week or so.
Literally a week, yeah. Since last Friday, it's been complete sell off. But like
Why?
for intraday scalps and weekend longs for alts, I mean, if you look at near it bounces 15% off key levels. So that's a good scalp for me.
What level are you
Uh
looking at? $5?
575, 574. It's about
Oh,
to
okay.
tap it right now.
Oh, okay. I know what you're looking at.
Because if the 575 doesn't hold, then it's just gonna. I think you will see
Okay.
another wick to like 540, 525. Looks good for me. Everyone else, everyone else is like, fuck that. I'm not gonna play that coin until it reclaims.
I'm here and I'm like,
I'm, I'm trying to catch the bottom, bro. I'm trying to catch the fucking bottom.
I like the 4 hour levels over here, but I'd be more of like a $5 buyer. I feel like you get a sweep into this level here. That's a daily play though.
That's a long way down. Yeah, I would set your alerts now, right?
Might
Shit,
as
that would be
well, huh?
next week. That's next week.
I kind of like it. Not gonna lie.
All right, don't FUD me out of this one that I'm about to take right here.
Yeah, no, do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do.
Oh shit.
I'll keep my eye on it at 540, just in case. I'll put an alert there. I feel like even if it wants to roll over and die after, I'll get a pretty good move out of it. Did you miss another giveaway? No giveaway here. Not to my knowledge.
No, no, that I did that earlier in the week.
How's ETH looking? Ah, a lot of contradicting factors for me today. Just nothing respecting when I need to go long. Gonna be really frustrated. Very frustrating stuff. Back at the 21.7. Looking pretty gross.
You want to take a look
After
at Tau
range.
or Rooney? Let's see what I got. I can just bang out the chart real quick. I think I already have all the analysis.
Looking at Tau on a daily. A lot of these things look horrible, but that's usually a good sign when they look really bad.
Yeah, that's the time to buy. That's the time to buy.
Right now, I don't know.
No, 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 no. When
Like
things aren't looking
realistically,
good, that's when usually we get the um the flip, downtrend to an uptrend, uptrend to a downtrend when things are looking too good.
I like that level right here on Tau actually. Maybe even
Yeah.
lower.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. I agree I
Like
agree
it's a
big
super
on that.
greedy lightning over here,
Mm,
but I don't know. This
yeah.
is like super greed lightning, but I don't know. I'd be willing to take it if given to me, and we actually like hold these lows. It's a trade for me. I mean, super greedy. What's up, Bryce?
What is the entry? Like two what is it? Two what?
I want to say around 229, 230.
It
Validation
makes
below
sense.
190.
Makes sense. You got a fib extension at 241.
Yeah, I got it for 243 on the daily. So
Yeah, you have
I'd
the
like to.
1618.
Yeah, I think it would be really nice if we could just long the wick or stop run. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yep.
Like, be nice. We need to see the order books the closer we get.
Yeah, we got it got time. It got time. How big of a pullback is that? Fuck.
Pretty far.
Yeah, it's like a 20% down. Damn, okay. Okay.
I just find it crazy how Solana's in complete repetition of this. Like complete repetition. Seems to be a choppy day. You're not wrong on that.
Ranging.
It's definitely a choppy day on pretty much all time frames. Like realistically, nothing for you to trade between these two price points. Just nothing.
There's people still trading FET. Such a big gamble in my eyes. That could pay off, but not for me.
Taking a look. Yeah, I don't know what the hell this is.
Just
I
with
should
like
check.
the delisting on perps, um, the merger, like we just don't know. All you know is it's like a one-on-one. I would assume when it goes through next month that that coin should pump. So who's gonna sell? Everyone's been buying it.
Stick to my opinion on fetch, which is right here. There's only one place I'd buy over here, and I'm still not even convinced, but that would be the only place. Just because they tend to have nice responses, as you can see. Same sort of setup over here. Pretty nice moves. 30% moves. So I assume another tap into a demand like this gives us, even if we reject from previous supply loss, another 30% move. I don't mind playing that. Is it getting delisted for real? All this fucking raving about fetch every fucking time I'm in this stream. I finally map it out, and now they're delisting it?
Yeah, the merger.
Ah, man. Can't follow these fucking things, man.
So I was just talking about. So I was like,
I didn't know it was gonna mean it was gonna get delisted. Like,
yeah, it's already gone from perps. Like I
okay.
think you can only get it
Okay, I
on
was looking at a
spot.
spot pairing, yeah. That's originally
Yeah.
the reason why I never touched it to begin with. It was only a spot play on Binance for like the longest time. ENS popping off. What's the reason for this? Doesn't look too bad.
Oh my goodness. BLZ is catching some volume right now. It's just random. You know what I mean? It's just
Fetch
so fucking random.
Ocean and Agix are merging to ASI. So what happens to their projects? What happens to the holders? And what happens to the believers in the communities?
It's
They all get allocated.
yeah. Yeah, it's a conversion. I think Fat gets the best one. Fat gets the 1-to-1. No, I don't think Ocean AGIX, dude. That wouldn't make any sense.
I'm about to. I'm gonna stay quiet because I'm about to go on a rant. But I can't, bro.
uh,
I just can't.
it's like gambling, bro.
What does it solve? What is it doing? Like that it needs to combine itself with three other projects. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'll never understand this. They just want the bags. Exactly. Like when it's that transparent. Like imagine I'm holding BDC, right? We're about to go on it. We're about to go on it. Imagine I'm holding BDC, right? And then tomorrow I wake up and whatever, Satoshi comes out of the woodwork and it's like, oh yeah, by the way, we're merging your BDC with like, I don't know, like BDC fucking cash. But don't worry, because we're gonna take your holdings and give you something else with it. Don't you find that strange? I find that fucking ridiculous, but
Yeah, not sure what the whole point is. I'm sure they.
one-stop token for AI services. I don't like that's the thing though. It's like weird. Like it's I don't like one entity micromanaging every other function. You know what I mean? Like it's why is Bohm up 6% on the day? It's hmm.
Didn't you just mention IOST? Or was that a different
Me?
coin?
No.
Yeah. No.
I think I was talking about fetch. I'm really out of it today, man. I'm not feeling too well. Can't see with a straight V reversal. I've not seen a V reversal like this in a long time. My goodness, this is beautiful, dude. Damn, that's aggressive dip buying. Pocky, take a look at KNC. Look at the
Okay.
movements on this fucking bad boy. Oh man. Only thing are those large deviations underneath my 200 EMA. Other than that, man, it's pretty much V send every time.
Where is it? Can't even find it. Um.
And
All right,
KNC
that's
looks
good.
really nice.
Gonna drive me crazy. I can't even find it on my watch list. For real, I can't. I'm like, where is this
Uh,
fucking coin?
I feel like we're a little bit out of it today. I'm
Oh, okay. I just have it under shit coins. Got it. Oh wow.
right? A lot
Yeah,
of movement.
4 hour. At 4 hours,
If you're a back and forth
crazy.
trader like that, this is a heaven for you, fuck.
Yeah, I mean, it could pop. It's if it could flip this, you got thin air all the way up
I
until like
know.
88
Mm-hmm.
cents,
Mm-hmm.
87. How big of a move is that?
Nice little
See,
pocket gap over here.
I just
Strong did buying. Like strong did buying. Like every sell off has met with an immediate engulf, which is kind of rare.
it's just like, where do you bid this?
RNDR.
Ooh, BTC's pulling back
What's your expectations on this?
on what BTC?
No, someone asked me about RNDR. I mean, fuck, I
Uh,
like the level. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, I don't mind the level. The only thing that bothers me is liquidity wicks that we tapped into. So is the real area of value over here? Is it gonna continue to gravitate towards there? If not, man, I really like the level of the S1 and the pivot. The S1 and the 200 EMA here. Did this close above? This closed above? Yeah, yeah, it did. Bit problematic. That goes like that. So it continue. This one's tough, but I like it. Like that's the problem. I like this fucking setup a lot. I don't know why. For a daily time frame, like this has to be your level, right? You want this to hold. Like you need it to hold. Like even if you can fucking snag a trade from, even if it wants to do that, right? Like what would be the move if you were to get like somewhere in the middle of this bulk here? 20% trade and for how much of a risk? So you get an average in between. It's almost 3 to 1, so 9% potential risk. Targeting a very, very, very honest 27%. Is my strat profitable? Of course it is.
Mhm.
Doing it for a while now. I'm pretty sure it'd be more profitable if I was more sophisticated in both ways.
I was waiting for the short. Let's
Hmm.
go. Oh man, I'm
I tend to
telling you
only
one
trade
day.
one side of a market, so I think I'd perform better. But then again, if you compare that to the gains of the up only mentality, I don't know if it's worth sacrificing a sharpness in that edge for intraday edge. I just find it takes up too much time, and the goal is to look at charts less and less. Do I still buy BTC every 12 hours? Every 12 hours. That'll never stop. It'll never stop until BTC is the new standard.
He's just a infinite T Whopper.
$15 every 12 hours. Can't go wrong. Very, very honest. And imagine if I started a year before that or a year before that. That's why it's always like, just start. Like, just start and do it. Because one day you're just going to look back and be like, ah, my goodness. If I just
Yeah.
started when I first said I'd have X amount, instead I
Yep.
only have Y. You can make it all back on 1,000. You absolutely can, but you also can't, right? So, all right, we're getting a little sell off here. Nice
Oh
little,
yeah, I'm really
you know,
hoping we can get those levels today, bro. I'm
rejecting
gonna load.
67.7. I think 64.8 is on the books.
I'm gonna fucking load up right there. I want a div between 65.8 to 65. And then if there's no div there, then I'll play 64.9 to 63.9. And then there's no div there, we'll do 63.9 to 62.8. That's it.
Puke here. It's crazy. S1, S2 will avoid. This is Gaga Boo Boo zone. We don't like trading this. It's useless. 64.8 seems to be the key for me. That's what we're looking for. Fuck it.
64.8. Yeah, I got
Do
that
it
one.
live. Fuck it.
I got that trade too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's is a total breakdown of this level. We're gonna make new lows here. All right. Uh, I don't mind ranges. I'm just kind of bored. I'm kind of bored. This has been going on for 3 months now. How long's it been
Longer.
now? Just getting bored now. Like,
Been a long, long range. And we could go so much longer. Is the funny part.
yeah, this could persist for the whole summer. That's
Yeah,
my
it
guess. Yeah.
literally. Yeah, and I mean,
Yeah, we're
I'm cool
approaching
with
four
that.
months now. I gotta say, this has got to be probably the most boring time in Bitcoin's history. Maybe the second most boring was 3K in 2018.
It's
This
a
was a
big
pretty.
range, though. You know what I
This was
mean?
a
Like, it's
the
not
second
bad
most
range.
boring time of all time was right here. Um, Maybe the third most boring time of all time was right here. And we've actually approached a new boring all-time high. So
What about the I can't see your time. What about the what was it like 20
16K.
like 25 to
Yeah, right here.
30K, like for we operated in that range for like 220 days.
Yeah, that's pretty brutal. But at least got moves. Like at least you had moves. Like this one's just boring because you're at all time high. You made new highs. You have ETFs that launched. You have a halving
That
that just occurred, and nothing's happening. Like nothing's happening. It's just so boring. Like
that is a 32% range. This one's a
kind of boring.
30% range. Pretty much the same size, to be honest with you.
I just think the movements have been less convincing. Like each candle varies
Uh,
from day to day. Like at least in those old ranges, when you knew you were going down, it was just kind of like accept it, and when you knew you were pumping, you just kind of accept it. This one, I was just like, but it could easily just rip from here, and it's been very frustrating to trade this because you're just not getting like enough chances to really take a really strong directional trade. Not without having to remanage it like a few days later. It's been a really tough one. I'll uh I'll empathize with the first timers here. At least ETH looks a lot more convincing on what it's trying to do here, which is fucking top the fuck out. But I'm obviously joking. It's just at least this looks a lot clearer. You know, like the moves are just much more accepting. You know,
I mean, I've personally, I think ETH's up next to make a new all-time high.
well, it has to.
I still can't believe BNB did it before ETH did.
Ethereum is kind of the destined one. I think Solana has stolen a lot of its thunder this time around.
Yeah,
But
those are the two.
but even at that, like Solana hasn't made new highs either. So
No.
you know, both are off to the races here. I don't know which one makes highs first, but I'm gonna assume it's one of those two as
Hmm.
the first like major.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, like I would
Next
expect this to make new highs, but realistically, like how long will this take? I don't know.
next next run with alts will be when that all happens. It'll be should be a good time. One second, I'll be right back.
Gotcha. My guess is it does something like this, just spitballing here. How ETH is gonna play out. It's one or the other. I'm gonna get to like a very squeezy point here. Price can only trade within these two price points for so much longer before it has to make a rather
Okay.
explosive sort of move to fill out orders. So we'll expect that. Still think we have a few weeks. Probably it's looking like a chop boy summer, man. That's just what it's looking like. It's looking like a chop boy summer. I don't think it's a bad thing, but it's a boring thing. It's definitely a boring thing. It's not necessarily the best. Yeah, this looks like we're gonna torpedo past these lows again.
Yeah, even
Volume oscillator.
Pepe looks like it. Pepe needs a bounce now, or it's going to sweep that low too.
Yeah, this just looks gross. I like S3 back at 0.11 though. Tell you that much.
Good old shakeout before the weekend pump, right?
Ooh, it's true. I have a setup for this. I see. Kind of like this one. Oh wait. Hold just a darn tootin'. Why did we already fill this wick? Why is my alert not here? Oh, that's not cool. I've had an alert here. Oh, that sucks. Okay. How much of a move did I miss? I wouldn't have
Big.
gotten filled. I wouldn't have gotten filled anyways. Doesn't make any
Uh,
sense. I would have been more scattered towards the middle. Bonk. What? Ooh. Keep asking me to look at these things. Just an incredible downtrend, my friend. Like, it's got to protect these lows at the level it must bounce from.
What you want to do on STX? What, play the 4 hour range? Yeah, you can. You can play 4 hour range. You got levels? Let's take a look. Oof.
I don't know how I feel about Bonk here, guys. I could tell you what I see, not how I feel, because I don't think that matters. But fuck, I feel like that's too greedy. That's like the Schmiko lows. That's like the Schmikoist of Schmiko lows that I can grab. What I don't like, however, is that you've managed to retest the 200 EMA on the 4 hour at least. The area I want to bid on a 4 hour doesn't really add up because my immediate trend doesn't support what I'm looking at, which is pivot 200 EMA, but like a clean rejection too. Not even like one that's debatable. It's just the clean attempt to test it, reclaim it, and just has fallen through. So I'll tell you what, I think what looks healthier is responding from this block right here towards 21.7, you know, quad 0, 21.7. But I'm still not too convinced on it, at least from a technical setup. What's the volume like? Bonk, 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 bonk. Market cap is not applicable, and the volume is 264 mil, 24 hour. Just data turnover. Funding rates slightly leaning positive means there's still a bit of longs in the system, or a little bit more longs in this trade. I would imagine getting down here would wipe them out. This would be my game plan for that. So let's just see. You know what? I'll just add alerts just because you guys asked me to look at them. Maybe I can update them later if we actually do get them. This is on a 4 hour chart, which I don't usually trade too much. Ah man, I am definitely coming down with something. What the hell? My energy is so much lower than oh. Taking a look here. What else you guys want me to take a look at? Fuck, I really like KNC. Whiff? Let's take a look at whiff. Why not? Oh god, jeez.
Oh shit.
I mean, you're in the lows, like the absolute lows. Like, would I trade this? I don't know, man. It's a fucking meme, dude. Like, you wanna fill up these wicks here and try your luck? That's a long way down, my friend. Quick question. I was wondering how you select which coin to choose for analyze and then trade. There's so many so kind of messy for as a beginner. Any suggestion? McFad, if you're looking to
BTC.
intraday, trade, there's a number of things you could look at. One thing I really like to use a lot, um, it's a custom template chart. You have a spaghetti, which I just pulled out right in front of you right now. This helps you compare the price of BTC, or at least the performance of BTC in terms of percentage to the US dollar, in comparison to its competitors or peers. And what I mean by that is secondary pairings. So if they're doing better or performing at a faster pace than BTC, it will correlate and show directly on this chart. For example, if I open the daily here, BTC is all the way down here. Which alts have performed significantly better for the same sort of trend? As you can see, it will be like stuff like AR, Solana, Near. This is one way of looking at it. It helps you find correlations and confluence. And of course, you're not really looking at the ones that have already performed, but the ones that show really, really strong responses, even when BDC is not too impressive or not trending as hard. This is one visual way of determining what charts can I trade today, or what are the hot pairings I could trade today. Another way to look at it is you open, especially if you're on the future side of things, intraday side of things, and you're looking to scalp immediate volatility. Well, futures data is going to help you a lot with this. One thing I like to do, and I used to do this on other exchanges, was always go to my volume 24-hour turnover, because where there's volume, there's traders, right? So usually after large liquidations, or very volatile books, either due to a fundamental news announcement or some sort of headline, 24-hour volume is going to ramp up a bit, or by a bit I should say a lot, depending on the magnitude of what's causing it. And this usually executes orders, triggers orders, stops get run, liquidations get hit. This causes movement. This is what you're going to want to be trading, right? Because you need volume. You need a system, and then more importantly, you need volume or a trend to you know
Yeah.
put in said system, right? So to do that, two ways I just taught you. There's better ways to do it for sure, but just right off the bat, beginner, just looking to know where to put your focus on. Get yourself a spaghetti. Put it in comparison to whatever asset you want to outperform. For me, it's BDC. So the only thing I'd really want to trade over BDC are the things that are performing significantly better, um, on a daily trend, right? It's the only thing that's really worth my time. So um, spaghetti is one way to do it, and 24-hour volume turnover. If you have a terminal or whatever exchange, central exchange, decentralized exchange, they should have this, the 24-hour volume turnover, and that way you can tell which ones are the most tradable assets. You know, that's one way. So hopefully I answered your question a bit. It's a custom template. I'd have to send it to you, I'm pretty sure. It's not hard to make, but obviously it's better if someone already has it. That way you just kind of plug it in. If I'm not mistaken, it's yeah, it's a preset. Preset right here. Spaghetti perp Bybit. Ow. Fuck, I just hit my elbow, bro. Fuck. I can't feel my finger, dude. What the hell? Ow. Okay. Sorry about that.
As a beginner, though, I personally still think you should just focus on the the big ones that respect TA.
Yep.
Um, while you're working on whatever strategy you're doing, stuff like that.
No, but Pocky, you don't get it. You don't get it, bro. Like Pocky,
Yeah.
I need to make 700% by tomorrow. I
Shit.
need, I need it.
Okay. I mean, doing the TA on these coins and like, trade ideas and then analyzing them after, like, if they invalidated and stopped you out if you would have taken it or if it would have printed. I mean, marking down and taking notes of that could help in the future to play those coins. But um as Rego will probably contest to this, I've made most of my money, probably way more than people think, trading BTC and E,
Because
not alts.
that's where it's consistent, right?
Yeah, and then also I don't trade spot, so
And that's fine,
you know,
because like,
yeah,
I don't mind leverage. I don't mind using leverage, or borrowing capital to play strong pairings, or at least liquid ones for what we consider the standards of our market, right? The only ones pretty much that you're ever going to be able to actually open up like a serious leverage position is probably BDC, and in certain conditions ETH. So like I don't have that much of a problem with it. It's the ones there, that like $2,000 accounts. They just want to catch a 20% move. They could just catch 20% move when they're caught a bit overexposed. That'll change
shit.
everything for them, and it's just the worst mentality, right?
Yeah, no, like even with the port size I have now, I play alts with like 100K account. That's it. Like Soul's probably the if you want to like trade like a coin that fucking moves that you can actually do
Solana's been
size
good.
on, Sol.
Solana's
That's
been
pretty
good.
much it. Yeah.
I have a spot bag on it, right? So like I have no problem with Solana. I think it's quite liquid for, someone I consider trash. It's quite liquid and it's got quite a buzz around it. So there are always going to be, community holders from previous cycle that are always looking to get involved again the second it gets exciting again. And with that comes liquidity, right? So it's
Yep.
been a pretty liquid machine, that thing. And if we could just get like four more of these, like four more of these like solid trading assets, I'll never have to look at these turd coins again. Like it's very very hard to play leverage on things where unlocks happen every fucking week. Exploits happen every other day. Like how can you borrow
Yep.
money to front a position that you can't tell that can happen tomorrow? Like if you don't know every unlock, if you don't know every allocation, if you don't know every VC involved, it's like it's impossible to borrow money. And when I say impossible, I mean with knowing the risks that you're taking, like genuinely knowing the risk that you're putting yourself in if things were to just suddenly change, which we've seen time and time again, right? Like I get it that you guys want to go for 20-30% moves in a single day. I get that. But you could do it on spot. That way no liquidations or anything of the fact can wipe you out or clean you, you know?
Nah, it shouldn't even be in like your thought process. That's too much pressure, to be honest with you. I think the biggest thing what any trader should want new, especially this is two new traders, is learning how to trade. I mean that should be the first thing. Because after you learn how to trade and you know what you're doing, the money comes. Trust me. It fucking comes in like a lot quicker than you would expect it to.
Who was it that said it the best? I forgot who it was, but it was something along the lines like trading is the hardest way to make the fastest living, or the fastest way, something along those lines, where it's like the hardest thing to learn but the fastest or the easiest way to live, something along those lines, where I fucked it up, don't judge me, but it's literally something
Yeah.
like that. And it spoke so much, to me, just because those first 9 months are brutal. That apprenticeship that you have to go
Whew,
through, just kind of,
yeah.
yeah, it's fucking
But
that's
it depends
brutal.
on how you approach it, right? 99% of people that are trading, I'm not saying that they're traders, 99% of people just jump into it and then thinking they're going to get rich, lose money, then they want to learn or they're, start copy trading. I think like that's the misconception. Just like with any trade, man, like any job profession, like no one just jumps right into it. Like
No, nobody. They go to
yeah,
school,
you
they
don't
pay
see like a
tuition.
fucking a brain surgeon, a neurosurgeon, any like just like, oh, okay, like I graduated high school, I'm gonna go fucking operate on people's brains. Like it does not happen. Like they do 10 years or more of schooling to
Oh yeah, and not to mention they put thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars into their
yes,
education, which is not
yes.
something that can just be given to you, right? Same thing goes for trading, but for some reason I don't know why they
It's
think what we
quicker,
do.
way
It,
quicker. You
it,
can learn this way quicker. You don't need 10 years of experience to fucking
you don't,
to
you
do this.
don't. It all depends on how you apply your lessons that are given to you, because you're gonna get your lessons. That's the beauty about trading. Everybody's gonna get the same ones. It's just it's more about how the person receives said lessons and how they use it
Yep.
moving forward, right? Because people are different and they react differently to things that are very very obvious in front of them. You know, I think it's the ones that are very easy to accept accountability and responsibility for the mistakes they make are the ones that usually succeed very very quickly in trading, because they're transparent
Emotions.
about that. Yeah,
The emotional traders,
emotions. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
emotional
yeah.
traders. But like this is the thing, Pocky. Like we'll say emotional traders, but like we're all human being, right? So it's like we're all pretty much emotional. It's just like
We can tune it out.
you could tune it
Y-
out, but it's limited. It's limited. Um,
Shoot, man, you gotta come hang out with me. We get zero emotions over here. We just play the TA. Now, there's one thing that I've learned that is, in the beginning, right? Like FOMC days and stuff like that, I wasn't experienced enough to trade those. Now I could trade FOMC, CPI. I could trade all that shit, no problem. What I stay away from is war news. For some reason, that is the only time I'll ever close a trade out in a negative is like war news shit. I don't know what it is. I don't know why. I can't figure it out. Um, the most logical bounce areas is after collecting my data is is the next levels are the ones to play, not the okay, I'm gonna take this one, okay, if this doesn't work, I'm gonna take the next one. Fuck both of those. I gotta play the third one. Like that's the data. I still need more, obviously more journaling of this, but that is the only time that I can see myself not performing and beating the market. But
can I
yeah,
share
of
how I would
course,
think about a situation like this?
stay
So
away.
you you know what's about to come, right, Puck? Like you were telling me, you want to find more data to help you trade a war news event, right? And I'm just there like, war news events. How many times have I had a war news event in the past 6, 7 years of my life? Maybe like four. Like, is there like? I think I'll just stay off the screen. I think I'll just stay off the screen for the war news events. No.
It's just those bottoms though, man.
Yeah, I
Look
know,
at,
but like,
look at those four events, right? Look at those four events
man,
and look and tell me they weren't bottoms after shit cooled off. That's the
yeah,
data.
I get you. I get you. I'm just,
Most of the time though we are head short, which I wish you shorted your S3 one of these days. Um I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you like on a bottle of tequila, and I'm gonna like change the colors of Teal Street to make it look like the buy is red.
this is the only way it's
And
gonna work. I'll
yeah,
do
I
it
think
for
I
you
think
right now.
that's the
Hold
only
on.
way I can do it.
This
I'm
is how
gonna
you're
sit
gonna
you
do it. Look,
down.
look, look. This is how I'm gonna be. This is how I'm gonna be bearish. You're gonna have to do this to me. You're gonna have to fuck me up like this, bro. You're gonna have to be like, yo, bid this S3 level real quick. Like, just bid it
Oh
right here.
shit. Damn, bro. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna put you in my chair. I'm gonna get a bottle of tequila in your belly, and I'm gonna change the colors of Teal Street, and I'm gonna flip it all around. And before you know it, you just shorted the Pico top playing the S3 or
Can we do it?
R3.
Okay, okay. I'll agree to this, but we have to remove BDC from the watch list. I'll short anything else. I'll be the most
Okay,
vicious seller of all time, but
fair
orange
enough.
shekel is off limits.
Okay,
all right,
no
we'll do it.
problem. So it'll be
I
ETH,
think we should
BNB,
do
or
that.
Soul.
We should
It'll
do
it'll
like
be a
a.
it'll be a solid coin. It's not something that's just gonna blow your ass out the water. Don't worry, I'm not gonna do that to you.
I was always thinking we should do something fun, like a challenge, like being profitable shorting in a bull market or being profitable longing in a bear market. I feel like
Right
those would
here.
be interesting
I'll
series.
I'll take it. I'll take the challenge. I've been waiting for a WG mod challenge, to be honest with you. I've been waiting for it.
Man, you're really gonna make me fucking dust off the pads over here and get back into it? Like,
Did anyone play RLC? Put your stop loss break even. Fuck this coin.
ENS, man, look at the fucking buybacks on this thing, dude. We gotta be watching ENS over here. Sorry, there's just nothing else we could do. We gotta watch ENS. Is Bonk gonna bounce from that level we wanted? Oh man, it's hanging by a thread. That's crazy. Oh, Mick Fat. Jesus Christ, I'll talk your ear off until the next morning with some stories that I have. Even Pocky's got
Yeah.
some stories by now for sure under his belt.
Yeah, we could do some crazy stuff.
You been in since how long now? I forgot.
November 2020 when I made my first trade, but
That's
I
unreal.
did 2 months of testing and like developing the strategy because I did have 6 months of experience in the traditional stock market.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, but I used 3 years worth of data. I used August 2017 to
Hmm.
August of 2020. And
Yeah.
that 3 year period is when I developed my strategy and like back tested, practiced, got all the data. So I knew what I was doing before I even made my first fucking trade. But I do remember trading Matic with like
Mm.
leverage, big size, and waking
You
my
got
wife
new.
up at like 4 in the morning and saying like, "Look at this!" And literally, my P&L card, dude, was just like $2,000 like every 1 minute, just bam, bam, bam. I was freaking out. It was the quickest money I've ever made in my life.
Right here.
It's fucking insane, dude.
Yeah. I remember the scam deep candle. Where was it? Where's the scam deep candle? Oh, no, it's way back. I think it's yeah, there it is. Oh my god, look how fucking far this
Yeah.
is. Bro, this is December 2019. I still remember this day. I still remember this day. This is crazy, bro. Like it's just like man, I'm getting old. I'm getting so old, dude. Yeah, people saying they're noobs to crypto, they just got into it. Like, dude, I've been here for half its lifespan. I'm practically
Yeah,
a fucking
you
sage of the space. Yeah.
yeah, you definitely have you're fucking OG in this space, that's for
Nah,
sure.
nah, nah. OGs are 2014. 2016. But man, I was just
Bro,
before
that
the like just
them
after
boys
the
are
OGs.
older than dirt. Nah, you're OG. Those are like triple OGs.
Yeah, the 2014ers, those guys are on another. Those guys are in like nine-figure wealth right now. Like 2017ers, 2016ers, you should be in at the very least a seven to eight figure person just from being here. Like there shouldn't be any reason.
I think the
Yeah,
only reason why I'm successful in such a short period amount of time is
yeah,
just the
you
nerding
Americans got
out,
that.
dude.
You Americans got that hustle in you, man. It's weird. I don't know. Like you guys work, man. Like I'm lazy as shit. I can't. But I guess that's why, right? Because it's all exciting to you still.
It
Like it's
is. Yeah, I love
2021.
it, dude.
You came in here 2021. I've seen everything, man. I'm so bored. I'm so bored of this. The same shit every
It's
year.
not all the Americans though. Trust me. About 90% of my friends probably work like 40 hours a week and they're done and they're happy. But the ones that work like 40 hours a week and complain, all right, well, bump it up, dude. I do 80 and I have 3 kids, wife.
That's what's crazy to me. Like
I do 80 hours a week. If I can do it, anybody can do it.
that's the thing. That's the thing, right? Like
You got to want it.
yeah, you really do. You really do because man, I don't know. But at the same time, it's like, what do you want at that point, right? Because like,
I don't want my kids to live a life that I live. I was homeless at 18, so that's why.
damn,
It's all about them.
everybody's got a story, and that brings them up like that. Like I wasn't homeless at 18 there, but I didn't have like the best financial conditions growing up either, right? If anything, money was like a tormentor in my house, so kind of led me to what I do today.
It
Just
affects kids though. You know, if your
oh,
parents, are
absolutely.
struggling and stuff like that, it affects you.
Oh, absolutely. No, my parents are struggling, didn't know how to pay their bills, fights over it too, right? It's not like
Yeah.
made the house a
Just the
peaceful place,
energy
right?
in the house. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's not
yeah. It
that's where that
definitely,
silver spoon comes from, you know?
yeah, yeah, and it definitely builds the character you have today, right? And why money might be so important to you, or how it's spent, right? It's how it's looked at, right?
Hmm.
Like in
And then
my
trading's
house,
gonna
it
change
was
you. Trading's gonna
oh
change
my
the way you
god,
look at
does it ever?
money.
Does
You
it ever?
kidding me?
Crypto did actually. Before trading did, crypto did. Crypto
Yeah,
changed the
crypto.
way I looked
Yeah,
at money.
100%. Same
Because
here.
it forced me to understand it, right? And I realized for a majority of my life, I just didn't understand money and how it worked and how it was borrowed and how it was printed and how it was collateralized. And man, you don't realize how lost you really are when you step outside of school and you don't
Mm.
know a single thing about how that works.
Yeah,
It's
schools
very
just
terrifying. Yeah,
yeah, it just
school's a system to
yeah, that's created by Rothschild.
yeah, yeah,
School
generation of
was
workers, not
yep,
thinkers. Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
You know it. You know
of
that
course, of course.
story.
Yeah, man, I'm deep down the rabbit hole, too deep.
I
but
think
but
we've
it is
been
the
there
truth.
together and didn't even know it.
Yeah, 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 yeah. We've definitely
Oh,
bumped
it was the
into each other a couple of
Rockefellers.
times.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, the Rockefellers or the Rothschilds, one of those two.
I
Do you
just know
guys
it was
read
the
or have read?
elite.
Oh my God, Mick Fat, I have a list for you, my friend. You'll be
Nope.
busy for a few years.
No books for me.
You'll be uh you'll be busy for a year, Mick Fat, if I give you my list of books. At the very least, assuming you read like a book a week, because these things are bricks. They're bricks. We're talking like 700 pages.
Crypto definitely changed almost everything for me. Even the way I look at time. Like I've for some reason I feel like I live my life in like 30-minute intervals and 4-hour intervals. Like I don't know why, but it just is. Um I don't know why.
BDC BDC specifically taught me about money and why it's important for it to be decentralized. Like super super important. Once you understand that standard, blockchain becomes much easier.
And you become a
Much easier.
believer.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the money, the wealth that you'll build over the years will do that for you, no matter what.
100%. Look at me. I'm stepping away from my businesses. Then that was my goal, right? My goal was to have as, be an entrepreneur, have as many businesses as I can, as much passive income as I can. And then just looking at the amount of time that you could spend on the charts, trading, it smokes my profits that I make on my three businesses in trading like 1 month to a year comparison, right? Like that's why the fuck am I going to work at these businesses at all? But I enjoy it, so it's okay.
That's always one thing I wanted to do more of, multiple avenue income avenues. But dude, like I actually like enjoy doing nothing. Like, does that make sense? Like I did all this so I could do nothing.
uh,
Like
yeah, okay. Oh
there was like a
shit.
day where I was just like, ah man, I'm kind of like annoyed going to work every day. How do I do what I want to do, which is do nothing? And that's where I found like trading, right? Like because technically I don't have to do anything except make decisions, which is like the best thing ever because I don't actually have to
Yeah.
do anything. Yeah, just gotta like use my head, which is more than enough. What are my books about? They'll vary from everything. Some of them are self help, some of them are psychological, some of them are studies. Um, some of them are to help you build a value analysis on a common preferred or even a bond, common stock, preferred stock, or even a bond. Yeah, Zurich Axioms, you're gonna have a blast with Crypt. That was a great book. It put a lot into perspective for me. Like if you like Mark Douglas, Trading in the Zone, and if you like the Millionaire Fastlane, you're definitely gonna like Zurich Axioms. And that's an easier, smoother read too. By now, like because you read those two other books, this one should be fairly simple to just like dive into. What's this on the right side of my screen? This is a tape. So pretty much just like a live feed of orders. So left side is spot purchases on all different multiple exchanges with their symbol to the side and their size to the right. You hover over and you can see the equivalent in BDC that was bought. This is the perp section. So all orders coming in through this column are like done on futures. This is the rect section, which is the liquidation section. Um, the gold ones are liquidated bulls, so forced sells, and the ones that are purple are liquidated bears, so forced buys. What would you say is the best passive income to develop? Fuck.
That's such it's
Pocky, go for it.
endless. That's
There's a
endless.
million ways. There's a million ways to do it, right? Like,
Yeah. Like, do you have a lot of time in your hands, or you don't? You know what I mean? Like, what are you passionate about? Like, that's one thing you'd want to start with. You can't be passionate about money. You got to be passionate about something like a service. Um, I'm in so many different industries: retail, service,
I got to be
and real
passionate about
estate. Bryce probably can say, passive income comes from real estate, but that's like rental properties. Um, we're doing the car thing now. We're buying luxury cars and we're renting those out. That's passive income. Um, I don't know. There's just so many. The way that you want to do it, though, personally, me, the way that I am now, I wish I would have did it 16 years ago, or not 16, 11 years ago, when I started opening up my own businesses, is not using your own money.
uh-huh.
Not using
That
your
was
own money.
awesome.
Borrow it. Borrow the fucking money. Just
Tomorrow.
you got to make sure that your ROI beats your monthly payment,
Yeah,
and
and
then
be
that there's your
collateralized
passive
properly.
income.
I think I'll do
You
it
know.
a lot of people where they get stonewalled on you because there's a lot of really smart people with really good ideas, good execution. Thing is, they don't have the collateral to tangle with the bank, right? So like that's the issue. Like if I wanted to borrow $600,000 to start a business with my bank when I was 18 years old, they would have told me, to eat shit.
So what would the question would have been like? What will you give me? Right?
That's the
What will
thing.
you give me?
Here's an 18-year-old um, with a $1,000 credit card limit.
Well, that's because you went in there as a 18-year-old. You should have went in there as a business owner with an LLC. That's step
At
one.
18 years old, right? You get what I'm
Yep.
trying to say. You get where this gets complicated. Like
Yes,
even if I
sir.
ask my parents, I'm like, "Hey, mom, dad, co-sign with me." My parents, like I told you, didn't have the best financial situation ever, so the relationship with the bank wasn't exactly the best. And to be able to borrow, you're gonna need to have a good relationship with the bank, or at least some assets that they feel they can swindle you out of. But yeah, moving forward, if you could always borrow, you definitely borrow, as long as the rate makes sense and your ROI makes sense, of course.
Yep.
Your margins add up. You know.
Yeah, it's the LLC. It changed everything. Like when I was 25, I opened up one of my first businesses. And if I went to a bank and tried to get a personal loan, they give me like 30K.
Hmm.
Um 6 months after I opened up my own business, I was getting offers for 250K to borrow, 500K to borrow. So it's all about that. Like they'll borrow more to a business than they would to a individual.
Yes,
So
yes, yes, yes. I've noticed that as well, because I operate under a corporation now. So yeah, they definitely
yeah,
throw money more at corps than they do at individual entity. And you'd rather borrow under, um, and we're not tax advisors here, but you'd rather borrow under an entity that separates you from the liability, right? That's always a
correct.
good that's always a good thing, right? To just separate yourself from the loan itself. If the business goes under, that's great, but if you go under, you're in trouble. Um, but now we're talking like really like swindly loop stuff. So maybe we
Yeah.
shouldn't.
Yeah, it's easier just to learn how to trade, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I think you're better off just learning
I've
how to
been there. I've
trade.
been there, done that. I've been there, done
But one thing I
that.
will tell you guys is like when you're obsessed with crypto, that means most likely you're gonna get obsessed with trading. If you're obsessed with trading, you're gonna become obsessed with money. If you're obsessed with money, you're gonna be obsessed with allocating things as efficiently as possible, which leads to the conversation we were just talking about.
Gotta be
Yeah,
obsessed with the TA.
you kind of had no choice. Yeah. So like, if you could become obsessed with trading, you'll become obsessed with money. Choppy market and learning finance and life conversation.
Oh
GG, so
man,
good to
I
see.
I cringe like choppy. Like I know
It's really bad
everyone
today.
says it. I don't use that word. That word does not belong in my vocabulary. We don't
Cringe.
chop. We range. It's different. It's a range. It's not choppy. So we're
I'm calling it that.
consolidating in a range. GPs are starting to get stacked. When you see something like this, you expect either a breakdown or a breakout. It's as simple as that. It makes your life so much less stressful because that choppy is negative. That word is a negative word. When you are trading, you want to be as focused as possible so you can analyze the data in real time to make sure that you're executing at the proper level. That's I could fuck I'll trade a 1 minute range. You guys already know that I would love BTC. I know Rego doesn't want to hear this, but I would love BTC to operate in a 30% range for its entire for my entire life.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Put down the gun there,
Ex-
sir.
exactly.
Put
Because
the gun away.
ranging is the easiest fucking trades to ever take. Where do you think buy low and sell high comes from? A range does not come from all time low and all time high.
Look, Pocky. We could do 30% ranges here, but for all eternity,
My
all
life,
eternity.
my
No,
lifetime, my
no, no.
lifetime. It could break out
No,
after I die or break down after I die. I don't care.
no. We can just go up forever. That too. I'm okay with it going up forever.
Shit.
I
No,
think
because
this is the
now
only
you
time
now
Chat
you're
will agree
making
with
it
me.
where I can't short. No, now you're making it where I can't short. That's not fair.
I raise you with the question: why go short when you could long?
Because I want a long lower.
Ah, yes, I see. So all bears are really just bulls in disguise, aren't they?
But I'm not a bear
Mhm.
or a bull. I trade levels.
Your second market cycle is learning that bears are just bulls in disguise. They'd buy lower if they had the chance. If someone can open up a contract to say, "Hey, let me take this from you real quick, and I'll pay you back, whether it's lower or higher." If they can do that, if they have the knowledge to do that, they're really just bulls in disguise.
There you go.
And always remember that.
I don't think there's once again that man like my thought process. I don't even believe in like that whole bull and bear thing. That's more retail for me.
Ah, makes it fun. Makes it fun. Bull and bear is just fancy for saying buy and sell. It really is.
Yeah, no, nope, nope.
TradFi loves to use those words to confuse the normies. Bull and bear, long put and strike. It's all the same shit. Call and put. Sorry.
Yeah, pretty much dollars. Pretty much so I was short from like 31 and then I longed 25. And then I did try to short again at like 30, 31, but like I was live on that and I closed that motherfucker out at break even as soon as all the divs just started breaking. I was like, all right, we're gonna fucking go up. And then I shorted like the weekly at like 40 something. So like I rode that 25K long for a while. It was pretty good. Good trade. The weekly was like Pico. Really good. Where was that
And we're
at?
actually doing nothing.
Yeah, that was like it gave a bounce for alts. Everything of mine, like the RLC, the near, all that shit, just nothing. I'm like flat again. Up for today. Yeah, we were looking at near earlier and RLC. Both of them got filled. And then I moved stop losses to like break even, and that was it. The near was like the quickest. I think I literally got filled 30 minutes, and then the next 30-minute candle was stop
Oh,
loss
what the
break
fuck?
even.
How the hell did my mic go on mute? I don't even realize. We're just absolutely doing nothing today, huh? My God.
Ah
New
man,
Year
I
COVID.
that's fine though. Like let it do its thing, because the weekends have been actually like good. I stayed away from the weekends for a while, and it's like calling me to come back. But
Ah,
I do like to take
yeah.
my weekends off.
Our weekends have been more. I wouldn't even say that. It's just fuck, man.
Not I'm not talking about BTC. As you
Yeah,
hear,
some things were.
I'm playing alts right now. I'm playing alts, so I'm already in. I'm already in on BTC. There's not much I could do now. Um, I'm long and short, so it's like, fuck, what else can I do? Yeah, this range is really tight though. It's not even a so like I don't know what time frame you guys are looking at to say that we're ranging, but if you just like look, on the 12-hour or the daily or anything like along those lines, like this range started May 17th. So that's technically the range that you're going to be looking at. I don't know, people are probably looking at the range like what is it? See, I wouldn't even say from the 7th to now. I wouldn't call this that a range. You can, but for me, no. Soul. Yeah. We got those big liquidations on Soul just a minute ago while we are in stream. It's in our third long attempt. I'm kind of getting a little agitated, but it's a good coin to trade. It's like, here, what is this one? So I'm looking at Soul between like right now to 137 with a 30-minute divergence, and then if that doesn't work, I'm looking at 132 to 122. So I only have 2 trades left for now. Spot is still active. Spot is 110 to 92. Oh, Baby Doge? You guys already know I slayed Baby Doge. Stop loss break even RLC. I'm not playing it anymore. It was probably the incorrect, but I'm okay. I'm okay with break evens. Like I'd rather take break evens than a loss. Um, it's perfectly fine with me. But yeah, it was stopped out, break even, and then I don't know. I guess you could. Yeah, there's really no levels next for me for RLC. Like, where's that next level at? It's way down there. Did you mute your mic again, Rego?
No, I'm here.
Okay.
Just letting you answer your questions.
Like, if we can get a div at like 20 or 241, then yeah. We have a daily like right there. I'm sorry, my level is actually incorrect. I must have shifted it on accident. 240. 240, there's a naked daily POC That's what I'm trying to play. We're inside the GP, and if you really want to get a little horny, like your TP is like 320, like your third TP, and then like if you just do your measurement tool, that's a 32% move. Pretty juicy. Pretty juicy.
Solana looks ideal again towards
It does,
131,
right?
125. Yeah.
Yeah, it's in my area to play.
I mean, I'm already filled from the original drop. Maybe should have sold up here, but yeah,
RLC Aurora is the one that I'm looking at for 32.
something like
32%
this.
move. There's a daily POC. We're about to tap, tap, tap. um, what else is there? What do you feel about these celebrities and these meme coins, man?
Me?
Yeah, bearish, bullish, good for the market, bad
Uh,
for the market.
I mean, I thought it was interesting in the beginning. Now I just see that feels more coordinated or orchestrated. It's almost like same
Yeah, you
dev
don't
has
say,
approached.
huh? Yeah, you don't
Yeah,
say.
I feel like one of these clever devs, scammy devs, are once again finding their way in to some. I don't even want to say A-list celebrities because I don't think they're A-list, but that's what it feels like. Like the same con artist dev, probably with like a fake name, approaching all these guys or at least their management team, saying that they can make this much money, blah blah blah. All you guys have to do is just like push your specific token. Like maybe I'm just a bit too pessimistic on it, but like I've seen this story before.
Yeah, me
Like, is
too.
it
Yeah.
bullish for the space? I mean, is it really bullish when every time someone puts their trust into someone they might respect just to get completely dumped on? Like is that really helping the space? I don't know.
Well,
Um,
the way I look at it is it's publicity for money to come, like retail money to come back to crypto, right? So, it's like free. It's not.
yeah, but it's like it's more
I'm
like
in
are
business,
these?
right? So advertising is advertising, right? So bad or good, it's still advertising.
I just don't think celebrities at the very least should be the face of something this complex. But they
Yeah,
are.
no.
But they are. They
Oh
somehow
shit.
are. And that's okay. It's a natural selection thing, right? Like it is what it is. Like, did I see little pumps for it? I absolutely saw it. I thought Zach was ridiculous getting a Solana tattoo, and that just took it for like he took the cake. Lil Pump took the dub there.
Yeah,
Like
he
he
did.
actually outdid Zach, and I didn't think it was possible, but he did it.
Zach with his Solana shoes.
Solana shoes. I remember I had a pair of Solana socks. I don't know what happened to my Solana socks, but
Oh snap! I have a one-on-one Rego.
yeah. No, I know Rez has to come on in about like 10 minutes. Anyways, I'm feeling under the weather, so that's why the energy's a bit low today. But
Oh, I hope you feel better, my dude.
yeah. We're probably gonna have to end this one here, guys. I know Rez has to come on in 10 minutes, so we're gonna give him a bit of a breather to jump in.
Good times, man. I enjoy Fridays. For I,
Oh yeah.
it's different from the streams that I do throughout the week. So, man, thanks for having me.
Nah, yo, man, it's a
Uh,
pleasure. We get to talk some charts. We get to talk some trader psychology, especially when the market's not moving. So we've been fortunate in that regard to just chat with the viewers and bounce some experiences and stories and even some life stuff because I'm pretty sure people will do appreciate that, especially when Pocky's talking about his businesses, right? So a lot of things we could learn from that. And yeah, guys, we want to thank you so much for joining on our Friday stream. Be sure to tune into the next one. And yeah, Veb, we're definitely gonna get back on those Twitch streams. We had like I
yeah,
think
I'm set
700
up.
viewers.
I'm set up. I'm set up already. I got everything. So just let me
Nice,
know and I'll be there.
nice. Okay, cool. So for the next Twitch stream, we're gonna get Pocky on board. We'll have a nice time.
We'll live scalp on a big account just to make it
Oh
even
yeah,
more juicier.
Let's do it. Let's do it. We'll do
I'll
it. We'll
do
make it
it.
fun. All
I'll
right.
hit up Teal Street too, so they can shout us out. That we're gonna do like a big. Well, let's see if we can hit like 1,000 viewers.
That's no problem. That's no problem. If we
Let's
stream
get it,
through
bro.
X, we'll get 1,000. We'll probably get 2K. If we're doing big numbers, we'll get quite a few people. We'll
All
have fun
right,
with it.
man.
All
Yeah,
right,
let's
Pock.
do it. All right, brother.
Thanks
You have
for
a good weekend.
yeah, thanks for coming by, and we'll see you again for next week.
Yes, sir.
All right. Talk
All
soon.
right. Later,
Guys,
WG.